The Galactic Medical Council was silent. The room was huge and cold. Light floated in the air like stars. Alien doctors from hundreds of worlds were present. They had studied every life form in the universe. Nothing ever scared them. Until today, at the center of the room, a hologram appeared. It showed a strange creature. Soft skin, weak muscles, slow movement. A human. Many aliens laughed quietly. This species is fragile, one doctor said. They have no claws, no armor, no poison. Why are we even studying them? The council leader raised a hand. The laughter stopped. This is not a joke, the leader said calmly. This species has survived things that should destroy them. The hologram changed. Images began to play. Humans running with broken bones. Humans fighting while bleeding. Humans standing even when their bodies were failing. The room became quiet again. One alien scientist moved closer. He studied the human body in detail. The organs, the nerves, the blood. Something was wrong. Look here, he said slowly. This body should shut down. But it doesn't. Another image appeared. A human with severe injuries. Bones cracked, skin torn, lungs damaged. Still alive. Still moving. Alien doctors exchanged nervous looks. This is impossible, one whispered. No species continues after this level of damage. The scientist shook his head. Humans do. The hologram zoomed in on the human brain. When pain signals exploded across the nervous system, the brain did not stop. Instead, it reacted. Chemicals flooded the body. Strength increased. Fear dropped. Focus sharpened. The council leader leaned forward. So pain does not stop them? The scientist replied. No. Pain pushes them forward. A low sound spread across the room. Fear. Aliens were not built to fear pain. Pain meant death to them. But humans were different. Another report appeared. Humans surviving freezing cold. Humans enduring burning heat. Humans adapting to toxic worlds. They should be extinct, one doctor said. But they are not. The scientist turned to the council. Human biology does not follow survival rules. It breaks them. The hologram shifted again, showing human history. Wars, disasters, disease. Every time humans fell, they stood up again, stronger. This species evolves through suffering, the scientist continued. Damage makes them adapt. Loss makes them aggressive. The council leader's voice grew serious. Are humans a threat? The scientist paused. He chose his words carefully. They are not designed to be perfect. They are designed to continue. The room filled with tension. An emergency symbol flashed red. A universal alert activated automatically. Warning signals spread across the galaxy. Attention, all civilizations. Human biology has been classified as a biological anomaly. Extreme caution advised. The hologram shut down. Darkness returned to the room. The council leader stood. This meeting is not about humans anymore. It is about survival. Far away, on a small blue planet, humans live their normal lives, unaware that the universe had just learned the truth. The dark truth about human biology. And this was only the beginning. The Galactic Medical Council did not end the meeting. Instead, it grew darker. New data filled the air. Screens showed numbers, scans, and simulations. Alien scientists worked in silence. They were no longer calm. They were careful. The lead scientist ordered deeper tests. Study human endurance, he said. Not weapons, not machines. Only the body. The results shocked everyone. Humans survived pressure that crushed steel. They walked in cold that froze blood. They worked in heat that melted machines. One alien doctor stared at the screen. This is not strength, he said. This is madness. Another test appeared. A human body under extreme stress. The heart rate increased. Breathing became fast. Muscles shook. The aliens expected collapse. It did not happen. Instead, the human body reacted. Energy levels rose suddenly. Pain signals increased. But the human did not stop. Why are they still moving? An alien asked. They are injured. The scientist answered slowly. Because injury does not mean failure to humans. The council watched recordings from human history. Soldiers standing after losing blood. Workers continuing after broken bones. Parents lifting impossible weight to save children. The room felt heavy. This should not be possible, the council leader said. No logical system works like this. The scientist highlighted one word on the screen. Adrenaline. When humans face danger, he explained, their bodies unlock hidden power. They become faster, stronger, and focused. Another alien whispered, "So pain helps them?" "Yes," the scientist replied. "Pain is a signal. To humans, it means act now." Alien species avoided pain at all cost. Pain meant death. Pain meant stop. For humans, pain meant survive. The tests continued. Humans deprived of sleep. Humans starving. Humans injured again and again. Still adapting. Still learning. One doctor stepped back. "This is wrong," he said. "They are breaking themselves." The scientist corrected him. "No, they are rebuilding themselves." Data from human healing appeared. Bones growing stronger after breaking. Skin healing thicker. Muscles adapting to stress. The council members felt something unfamiliar. Fear. "If they survive this," the leader said, "what happens in war?" The scientist hesitated. "We ran early combat tests." The screen changed. A simple simulation played. Humans against superior alien forces. Humans lost at first, then adapted, then learned. In later rounds, injured humans fought harder. Their movements became aggressive. Unpredictable. The simulation ended. Human victory. The room went silent. "These beings," the leader said quietly, "grow stronger under pressure." "Yes," the scientist answered. "They are shaped by suffering." Another alien asked the question everyone feared. "Can they be stopped?" The scientist looked at the data one last time. "At great cost," he said. "But they will never stop themselves." An alarm pulsed softly. Not an emergency. A warning. The council leader stood again. "We thought humans were weak. We were wrong." Far away, humans continued their lives. Running, fighting, loving, surviving. Unaware that the universe was beginning to fear them. And the worst truth had not yet been revealed. The Galactic Medical Council stared at the new data. They believed they had already seen the worst. They were wrong. The lead scientist activated a new file. "This section explains human pain response," he said. The hologram showed a human nervous system. Pain signals moved like fire through the body. One alien doctor nodded. "Yes, pain forces shut down." The scientist corrected him. "For most species. Not for humans." The screen changed. A human injured in battle appeared. Blood loss was high. Muscles were torn. Pain levels were extreme. The aliens waited for collapse. It never came. Instead, the human's eyes sharpened. Breathing became controlled. Movement became aggressive. The human attacked harder. The council members leaned forward. Confused. Uncomfortable. "Why is pain not stopping them?" the leader asked. The scientist highlighted another chemical reaction. "When humans feel pain," he explained, "their body releases adrenaline and cortisol. These chemicals suppress fear. They push the body beyond safe limits." Another alien whispered, "So pain removes their limits?" "Yes," the scientist replied. "Pain unlocks their danger state." The council watched more footage. Humans screaming, yet moving forward. Humans shaking, yet refusing to fall. Humans protecting others despite fatal wounds. Alien doctors felt something twist inside them. "This is self-destruction," one said. "No," the scientist answered. "This is choice." He paused. Humans choose action over safety. The hologram zoomed into the human brain again. Even when damaged, even when bleeding, the brain searched for solutions. "They do not shut down," the scientist continued. "They improvise." A historical record appeared. A human soldier crawling without legs. Still firing. Still defending. The room filled with silence. Another file opened. Human emotional pain. Loss. Fear. Grief. The aliens expected weakness. Instead, they saw rage. Determination. Purpose. Emotional pain strengthens them too, the scientist said. Loss becomes motivation. The council leader clenched his hands. "So pain is not their weakness," he said. The scientist looked at him. "It is their engine." A simulation followed. Humans without pain response. They performed worse. They reacted slower. Then humans with pain response enabled. Performance increased. Reaction time improved. Survival rate climbed. The results were clear. Pain made humans efficient. Alien species avoided pain through evolution. Humans embraced it. One alien doctor stepped back in fear. "They are built wrong," he said. The scientist corrected him gently. "They are built for reality." The council leader stood. His voice was low, controlled. "If pain makes them stronger," he said, "what happens when they are pushed to the edge?" The scientist did not answer immediately. He opened a locked file. Then, he said slowly, They become unstoppable. A warning symbol appeared again. This time darker. More serious. Across the galaxy, data systems updated. Human pain response, classified as a combat advantage. On Earth, humans continued to suffer. Work, war, loss. Unaware that their greatest struggle was the very thing that terrified the universe. And the Council now understood one thing clearly. Pain was never the human weakness. It was their weapon. The Galactic Medical Council approved the next phase. They did not want to do it, but they had no choice. If human biology was this dangerous, they needed to see the result in war. A massive simulation chamber activated. Stars appeared. Planets formed. Fleets moved into position. This is only a test, the council leaders said. No real contact. The lead scientist nodded. We will simulate conflict. Using real human limits. Alien forces were placed at maximum strength. Advanced weapons. Perfect strategy. No emotion. Humans were placed with limited tools. Damaged ships. Low resources. The result was expected. The simulation began. In the first scenario, humans lost badly. Ships destroyed. Troops injured. Alien commanders relaxed. This proves it, one said. They break under pressure. The scientists did not respond. The simulation continued. In the second round, the humans changed tactics. They used broken ships as weapons. They turned debris into shields. Alien forces took damage. Interesting, the leader said. The third round started. Human units were injured, outnumbered, low on energy. Alien victory was certain. Then something changed. Human soldiers did not retreat. They moved forward. Faster. More aggressive. Injury levels rising, a doctor reported. Why are they attacking? Another asked. The scientist answered calmly. Because retreat is not always an option for them. Human forces adapted in real time. They ignored losses. They focused on targets. Alien formations began to fail. This should not work, a commander said. But it did. The simulation ended. Human victory. Silence filled the chamber. That must be an error, one alien said. The scientist restarted the system. Again, he said. The second simulation began. Harsher conditions. Stronger alien weapons. Humans lost faster this time. But they learned faster too. By the final phase, human units predicted alien moves. They sacrificed some to save many. They used pain as fuel. Another human victory. The council leader felt cold. Run the final test, he said. The last simulation activated. No limits. Total war. Human forces were nearly destroyed. Bodies broken. Systems failing. Then the human response changed. Units fought without orders. Small groups acted independently. Creativity replaced strategy. Wounded humans became more dangerous. Their movements were wild. Unpredictable. Alien AI could not calculate them. Stop the simulation, a doctor shouted. It was too late. The screen flashed. Human victory confirmed. The chamber went dark. No one spoke. These beings, the leader finally said, should not win. The scientist replied quietly. They should not survive. But they do. The council realized the truth. Human biology was not built for peace. It was built for crisis. Pain, loss, damage. All became tools. One alien whispered in fear. If this was real war. The leader finished the sentence. We would not survive. Far away, humans trained, worked, fought, unaware that the universe had just simulated their destruction. And failed. The Galactic Medical Council did not celebrate the results. There was no victory, no relief, only regret. Screens across the chamber showed the final simulations again. Human victory. Every time. The council leader spoke slowly. We made a mistake. No one disagreed. For generations, the galaxy believed humans were weak. Soft bodies. Short lives. Constant pain. They were ignored. Classified as harmless. Now that lie was broken. An elder alien stood. His voice heavy. We judged them by appearance, he said. And we were blind. The lead scientist displayed old galactic records. Early contact reports. Humans struggling on harsh planets. Humans losing wars among themselves. We thought this proved weakness, the scientist said. It proved experience. The council watched human history closely. Endless disasters. Plagues. Wars. Starvation. Any other species would have collapsed. Humans adapted. Each disaster shaped them. The scientist continued. They did not evolve in peace. They evolved in pain. Another screen appeared. human children training, human workers pushing broken bodies, human soldiers standing after loss. They teach survival early, one council member said. Yes, the scientist replied. Suffering is normal to them. Fear spread quietly through the chamber. One alien asked the question everyone avoided. What happens when they face the galaxy? No one answered at first. The council leader finally spoke. They will adapt. A projection showed future scenarios. Humans learning alien technology. Humans improving it. Humans using it in ways never planned. They do not copy, the scientist said. They improve through failure. The council remembered how they once debated invading Earth, how they laughed at human weapons, how they dismissed human bodies. Silence filled the room. We underestimated their biology, the leader said. We underestimated their mind. Another elder whispered. We underestimated their spirit. The council reviewed a final report. Human survival instinct rating. Off the scale. Humans do not seek conflict, the scientist said. But they do not surrender. That truth frightened them most. A message from the Galactic Defense Network arrived. Human expansion increasing. Human exploration accelerating. They are leaving their home world, a commander said. The council leader closed his eyes. They will not stay small forever. A vote was called. Not for war. Not for conquest. For caution. For the first time, the leader announced. The galaxy will adapt to one species. The decision was clear. Avoid direct conflict. Observe. Respect. One alien asked quietly. Should we fear them? The scientist answered honestly. No. We should fear what made them. The chamber lights dimmed. Far away, humans continued their lives. Exploring. Building. Fighting their own battles. Unaware that the galaxy now watched them with caution. The universe had learned too late. Humans were not born dangerous. They were forged. And regret spread faster than fear. The Galactic Medical Council gathered one last time. There was no panic now. No shouting. Only understanding. The council leader stood at the center, looking at the stars beyond the chamber. We searched for monsters, he said. And we found survivors. The final human report floated in the air. Biology. History. Behavior. All connected. The lead scientist spoke softly. Humans are not perfect. They break easily. They suffer deeply. He paused. But they do not stop. The council remembered everything they had seen. Broken bodies still moving. Pain turning into power. Loss becoming purpose. They should have collapsed, an elder said. They adapted, the scientist replied. A new projection appeared. Humans helping each other during disasters. Humans rebuilding after destruction. Humans standing together against impossible odds. They fight each other, one alien noted. But they unite against extinction. The council leader nodded. Survival is written into them. A final decision was prepared. Not a warning. Not a threat. A declaration. The message was sent across the galaxy. Humanity classification updated. Not a biological error. Not a cosmic mistake. A survival species. Civilizations received the message in silence. Fear slowly changed into respect. Some worlds remembered their own peaceful evolution. No great suffering. No constant danger. They understood the difference now. Humans were shaped by a cruel universe. And they learned how to endure it. The council leader spoke one last time. We will not hunt them. We will not challenge them. We will learn from them. The lead scientist added. Because if humans fall, they will rise again. Far away on Earth, humans watched the sky, dreamed of stars, built ships with hope. They did not know about the council, or the fear they once caused. They only knew one thing. To move forward. A young human looked at the night sky, thinking of the future, unaware that the universe was already watching. Not with hatred, not with fear, but with awe. The galaxy finally understood the dark truth. Human biology was not wrong. It was honest. It showed what life becomes when survival is never guaranteed. Pain did not destroy humans. It taught them. Weakness did not end them. It shaped them. And the universe accepted the final truth. Humans were not the strongest, not the fastest, not the most advanced. They were simply the ones who refused to stop. And that made all the difference.